Okay, so the Trump inauguration, they have gotten tons and tons and tons of documents and information and come out of there. And so let's get an update. How's that going? This man has got stuff coming from every angle. And to think, he was fine until he ran for president. These are new. I can still hear them bend. Princess of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Well, money's coming out already. Oh, son of a bee. We're just going to have to operate with one less card. It flew way across the room and I ain't going to get it. I ain't about that life. Fine. We will try that. Trump inauguration. The Empress. New development. There is a new development. Eight of Wands. More investigation, more communication, more of everything. Coming quickly too. Probably going to hear a lot more about it. Knight of Wands. There's a new action charging in. So, thank you very much. That's what flew out. The Queen of Swords. Now, isn't that interesting? Queen of Swords is my New York Attorney General card. She just flew across the room. She really had a lot to say, didn't you? So, Queen of Wands. That's an investigator or a judge of some sort, but it's a woman of action. It's a woman of prominence, though, so she's not just, you know, a clerk or something like that. It's a woman who's in charge. Four of Pentacles. The purse, that's the money. It's a new action around the money, so a new layer of investigation, because they're going through all these documents, because I mean it's a lot there. You know, you got, just a good place to hide money was an inauguration. Five of Pentacles. Hardship. I feel as though the government is, this is an odd illustration, but this is what's coming to mind. Especially when I look at the image itself. You have like a board, a wooden board, or say like this table, and then you took it and you sawn a hole in it, just in this one spot, not the whole thing. You took the hole and you plucked it out and then you examined it. That's how I feel with this, is that they're taking things piece by piece and are holding them accountable for that piece, and they're investigating and they are looking into and they're doing this and they're doing that, but it's that one piece that is causing hardship, or it's causing some sort of, this person here is sort of taking these pieces out, and mind you, the woman who was there before Letitia James is a woman by the name of Barbara Underwood. She is a fire sign woman, and she did stay on for a time. I don't know if she's still there, but she did stay on for a time to help her, you know, sort of transition in. Because Barbara Underwood was appointed, not elected. Because she was not appointed, that's the wrong word. The person who was there, because she was the assistant or the deputy attorney general, you know, the person who was there was ousted for a scandal of some sort, and then she got the job. But Letitia was elected. Then there is the secrets and the mystery, the lies and confusion. And then the Six of Cups. It is indeed about the past. It's the past card. The Two of Wands. There's a waiting on an action. That is not the card you want to see if you are a Donald Trump, because this means that something is there. We've already passed the action stage. The action is the Ace of Wands, so that would mean that the Ace of Wands means there's action coming. The action has came. Now, mind you, this is further in the reading, so we're not there yet. With the action has already happened. Now we're waiting on the reaction to that action. And then there is the Hangman. This is going to cause some trouble in the Trump sphere, because it's going to add a added burden and added pressure and a new outlook and a new defense. So he's already defending against his finances and the Mazars and Deutsche Bank. And then he's already defending on the obstruction of justice for it. When I said a long time ago, what is going to take Trump down, and then everything came up, this is why. You got Deutsche Bank, you got Mazars, you got obstruction of justice with the Mueller report, you got Barr, you got Mnuchin, you got witness tampering, you got inauguration, you got possible foreign agent of the Russian government. So you got all of these little different things that just add up, just sort of catch him, and then give him a new outlook. But he's captured is the word I want. He's just captured. I don't want to say hang, because that's kind of graphic, but this is a card of sacrifice. It's usually self-sacrifice, like you put yourself in this position, but it's a card of sacrifice, as in, okay, you're going to have to come in, you're going to have to come with us. He can resist, like they're doing now, or, you know, face the law. Three of Wands. That's the card we want to see. That means now the door is open and all the possibilities are coming in. So, let's see. We've already done one on Trump's June, but since we are, what, 4 days away from it? 5 days, something like that. Let's do an update on his June. Trump's June. Two of Pentacles, balancing in the chaotic environment. Now, balancing does not mean balanced. It means attempting to. So this is what he's trying to do, is to stay afloat in the midst of chaos. The Empress. This card for you is usually a very positive card, but for you not so much, because it always means that something new is around the corner. You started with, you're in Helsinki, you had a private meeting, no Americans were present, nobody knew what was going on, and then you get all the rumors about Russiagate, and they tampered with the election, and you told them to, and then around the corner comes you still don't have your tax returns, and then comes around the corner Stormy Daniels, and then comes around. You always got something around the corner. For the past 2 years, there's been one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. It's always been a fresh new start, a fresh new hell for you, which is why you balance in the chaotic environment, or you attempt to. Two of Swords. You're at a deadlock. You're at a stalemate. You are at a rough patch, really. Five of Swords. There is a dishonor and a win at all costs mentality. We have the Ace of Swords. That is your victory sometimes. Clarity, truth, and justice. So we're going to get to the bottom of something here in June. No more speculation, no more adding it up but not getting a total. Like we're adding things up, like we know I mean, come on. Someone called me biased the other day in my readings, and I believe he pronounced this duh, but I could be wrong. And if you think, even for a little bit, that I was going to do a reading on Donald Trump and not say that he's corrupt because I'm trying to be neutral, I'm not one of those people. There are people out there who do readings, especially if they're overseas, because they don't really have a dog in the fight. They don't believe. They're overseas. They do readings. They don't care one way or the other what's going on with Donald Trump. They do completely. I can't tell you who they are because I've only seen it one time, but it's a lady. She's English. She does readings. She does them on Trump sometime, and she's completely neutral. Go watch her. Not me. Donald Trump is corrupt, and I'm going to call him that. Over here, we call a thing, whether you like it or not. This is catching up to him. Truth followed by justice. Clarity followed by justice. Victory followed by justice. The Magician. All the tools are there. All of the skills that are needed are also there. Six of Swords. We transition into a different time. Six of Pentacles. Time of sharing. This is more than likely information. Could be also a time of submission. Yeah, submission. The King of Wands is my investigator card, so this is the Justice. Why it's right under the Justice, so there's a submission. Princess of Pentacles. So this is the money news that's coming out. Five of Pentacles. There's your hardship and your shunned feelings. So it comes right after sharing information with the investigators about money, and then you're singled out to be picked on, as they say. Prince of Wands. So this is the Knight of Wands. There is a new action coming in. The Two of Cups. It is a cooperation of sorts. I think this, I bet a woman follows. Yeah, well, there's the Lover's card. These are people you know. So someone is going to talk. King of Swords. It's about you. And it may even be you, but there's some talking that has to go on. Or you're conspiring with people that are, because you still have Minutia and Bar. You still have the puppets, so they're still there. So there's some cooperation amongst you. You have the Two of Pentacles, the Balance card, the Victory card, sharing, and then the action. So you do, it's not all horrible. There is behind this, well, not for you, for us, yes, but behind the scenes, you do have people who have some machinations. They have some workings that they're doing, some magic that they're working. There's a new plan to get someone to testify. This is the cooperation card, and then Justice and my investigators. So there's someone who they want to testify. There is a new plan for them to do so. It's also my Mueller card, so it might be him. There is a deadlock around money and what to do about the information, because you have dealings with people that you don't want to get out, so you are trying to appeal. This is probably what that is. You are trying to appeal using your skills, using your Master of Illusion, to appeal the releasing of your financial information. There is a dishonor, but we are moving from a point of, this is a dirty trick, basically, because there is a transition. So moving from a stormy sea to a calmer water. So you got away with something initially, but it catches up. In the end, it ends with you. This is something you are doing. It's probably witness tampering, like the McGann or something like that. So there's a dirty trick, a transition. It catches up eventually with the Five of Pentacles, which is the hardship card, and then it ends with you. So investigators are coming at your throats. Justice is catching up. It hasn't caught you yet, but it is catching up. And there are going to, it's like, I want to call them vultures, but that's kind of what I picture. There's vultures circling someone in your circle, in your realm, a Minutia Bar, Ivanka, one of those. I feel it's Ivanka. And they're going to try to get them to cooperate under duress. So it's sort of a threat, like, if you don't, you know, here's what could happen. So good luck to you all in Trump sphere. And by luck, I mean that quite sarcastically.